Adalaj ni Vaav. Adalaj ki Bavadi in Pavidev Eternity. It is a stepwell located in Gujarat. It is also known as Rudrabai Stepwell. Stepwells in India are magnificent structures. They're made with broad steps leading from ground level to deeper in the earth. They lead to underground water reservoirs. Some going until 10 stories underground. These structures cannot be found anywhere else in the world. They are also known as Bavadi, Bauli, Vaav, Vavdi, Vai, Kalyani, Pushkarni. Also in Sanskrit referred to as Vapi or Vapika. Their structure make it easier for people to reach, easier to maintain and manage them. It helps in harvesting rainwater. For the areas with scarce rainfall and areas which are suffering from droughts. They are traditionally used for getting drinking water, washing, bathing, socializing, and also celebrating colorful festivals like Holi and performing religious rituals. In an area where temperatures can go as high as 40 to 50 degrees Celsius, these structures, the stepwells, also provided life-giving water to people as well as animals and birds. They also make the surrounding area more fertile. It is about 18 kilometers north from Ahmedabad city. and about 5 kilometers away from Gandhinagar. This stepwell is located in the village of Adalaj near Ahmedabad. Gandhinagar is the capital city of the state of Gujarat, which is on western coast of India. The well is over 500 years old, built in 1498 by a queen named Rudrabai, in loving memory of her husband Rana Veer Singh. This octagonal well is surrounded by beautiful carvings It is 5 stories deep. It is a living example of beautiful old Indian architecture. In 1498 AD, the designers of this stepwell took into account the soil conditions and also mainly the earthquake proneness of the region of Gujarat. This demonstrates the foresight of the Queen Rudrabai, who in today's management terms would be called a project manager. It also goes to show the expertise of the builders and workers, as even today, after surviving over 500 years of wear and tear, it stands tall. It withstood 9 major earthquakes in the past 200 years that were recorded. They were in the year 1819, 1845, 1847, 1848, 1864, 1903, 1938, 1956, and 2001 Kutch earthquake. which was the third largest and second most destructive earthquake in India. It is still in flawless state. And on our visit, we could not see any visible cracks or damage to the walls and structure of this stepwell. There is a Sanskrit inscription in the stepwell. It is on a marble slab positioned in a recess on the first floor from the eastern entry to the wall. The inscription reads, "Salutation to Vinayaka, whose race belongs to King Mokhala, the chief of Dandi Desh. His son was Karna. Karna's son was Mool Raja. Mool Raja's son was Mahipa. Mahipa had two sons named Veer Singh and Nesha. Veer Singh married Rudrabai. It also says praises about Queen Rudrabai, how generous she was, and compares her to Devi Sita. Originally, the construction of this stepwell was started by King Rana Veer Singh of Waghela dynasty in Dandi Desh. His was a small kingdom. The kingdom was highly dependent on rain and suffered water shortage frequently. To take his people out of their misery, Rana began the construction of this unique, large, and deep stepwell. He was killed in the war when Muhammad Begda, a Muslim king from neighboring state, attacked his kingdom. Queen Rudrabai wanted to become a sati. and join her husband Rana Veer Singh in his last rituals. Muhammad Begda stopped the Queen Dowager and proposed marriage to her. This is the time when Rudrabai changed her decision and put forward a condition that made history. That Muhammad Begda should complete the construction of the stepwell only then she would marry him. He took on the challenge, and the building of this magnificent vow continued. Begda added the Indo-Islamic style of architecture to the vow. He completed the project in record time. After the completion of the construction of the vow, Begda went to Rudrabai, asking her to marry him, as the condition was met. Rudrabai circumambulated the well, saying prayers, and jumped into the well, putting an end to her life. She did this after completing the mission of building the well started by her husband. Some 200 years old Swaminarayan scriptures mention that Rani Rudrabai, before giving up her life, requested saints to bathe in the well, so the water gets purified and the blessings might free her from her sins. Outside the vow, we can see tombs of 6 masons who built the stepwell. It is said that after completion of the well, they were asked by Muhammad Begda whether they could build a similar well of this Adalajni vow. when they agreed that they can build a similar well, they were sentenced to death by the ruler. He was so mesmerized by the beauty and excellent architecture of the well that he could not stand the idea of another similar well being built. This is the historical legend of a dedicated king, Rana Veer Singh, a determined wife, Rani Rudra, and a ruler, Muhammad Begda, who also played an important role in completion of this stepwell.